Hello, friends. How are you? I just got back from town. Town is 13 minutes away. I have a ridiculously messy desk, but it's all good stuff. So, you know, you can't beat good stuff. I want to first show you, I'm so proud of myself. You know, I'm not a store-bought cookie person. I bake my cookies. And if you've watched my channel, you know that. Well, I found out that with my alpha-gal, I can eat Oreos. Well, I have been addicted to Oreos. I mean, like in 2 days, eat a package. I mean, yeah. I just finished my last package. 6 left. I put them back in the cabinet, but I put them in a baggie because I thought of an idea. And if I'd have been smart, I'd have left this out. I cut the very top of the package. And look. Now, I got the idea of doing something like this from Allison on AJ's Inspired Life because she did it with her washi containers. Well, I threw my washi container away like a dummy, not thinking at all. And so I saw that and I thought, awesome. Now, it does not hold quite as many, but it keeps them from moving around if you take one out. And I'm not going to take one out because you know what's going to happen. You know, they're going to all fall over. Now, I don't have that much washi. I've got those 2 little drawers. I've got this little bowl. I have this little container that I brought back up from Florida when we moved. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hooks. 2, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 12 on those little hooks. So that's all the washi I have. And except for holiday and birthday, I'm pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Now, if I needed to, I could move this stuff. I'm a junk drawer person. When I was cleaning out in Florida, I found 3 different junk drawers. One in the kitchen, one in a bathroom, one in a, one in a bedroom. I mean, I'm a junk drawer person. So this is my junk drawer. I can put these all someplace else. But I don't need to right now. However, if I get more washi tape, which we know I will do that. Well, I went to town. I was going to have lunch with Danny and do some errands, just some odds and ends errands. And I stopped at the consignment store. And this is what I found. This is a variety of stickers. I was very excited to see these. Now, they're not all stickers because it says not stickers craft print. And I'm not positive what craft print are. That's what these are. They look like stickers. And if you have somebody who drives a Harley, I would share those because I'll never need them. This is Kansas City Royals. And again, they're not stickers. Here's Tiger Cuties, Missouri Tigers. So these are mainly Mizzou stickers. We are the Scotland County Tigers, so I can definitely use those tigers. We're on a farm, so I can for sure use these tractors. Look at this. It says Supergirl. Are those not cute? When I do something like, I don't know, clean the house. Hunting Diva. Here's a cheerleader. Here's some more John Deere. Now, we don't drive John Deere, but my grandson used to, when he's like 2, called himself a John Deere man. But here's some more. Chiefs. Now, we are definitely Chiefs fans. So, there you go. Kindergarten rocks. I'll have to give that to somebody. Here's a John Deere girl. Country girl. Gosh, I can use these for Emerson. And like I said, these are not stickers, but I've got a hole punch. I can punch these out in glue. Love bows. Bows by Mom. Here's some more Harley Davidson. Here's some more John Deere. Middle sis. Big sis. Little sis. Well, I can use the little sis for Emerson. Here's more cheerleaders. More John Deere. Key to Daddy's Heart is a John Deere. Aren't these fun? Here's some Halloween. Trick or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. Remember saying that? And I need Halloween. Here's some more John Deere. Boy, they were big John Deere. Here's some more Supergirls. St. Louis Rams. I have to find somebody that's a Ram fan. Here's Ford. We don't drive Fords, but there's some more pink. John Deere girls, John Deere girls, John Deere girls. Here's more about bows. Emerson loves bows. John Deere cutie. Oh my, this is her. Drama queen, diva, sassy. More Halloween. Chevy girl. John Deere girl. John Deere. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Excuse me, I am so sorry. Here's softball. More Harley. Fight like a girl. I'm a cancer survivor, so I could use some of these. Here's some more paw prints. I am so excited about this. There's Harley Davidson. More. Hunt. Farm living is a life for me. That is Jackson. Here's some more Mizzou. More John Deere. John Deere. Mizzou. John Deere, John Deere. Mizzou. Cardinals. Mizzou. Then this is, oh, the same thing, only this is how she printed them off. This is wonderful since I don't have a colored printer. I wish I knew who had donated these so I could call and say, anytime you've got some more of those. And these were like, for all of these, I think $2, maybe $2.99 or something. Mizzou, Mizzou. I am making a farm journal for the kids. I am so excited because with everything that goes on around here, these farm ones, because I can put a John Deere with just the deer, I'll put that on hunting. You know, I'll know what it's about. Second grade, oh, here's second, third, fifth. Emerson will be in fifth. So, but what I might do is, I don't know. I can use the 5th and 6th. I can use the 4th this year. Then I can use the 5th and 6th. I don't know what I'll do with the rest. If you have somebody in those grades, let me know and I'd probably share. This was $1.99 and it's charms. Oh my gosh, look at the chicken. Melissa. Missy Creates. Look at that chicken. But there's a butterfly, a ladder, a seashell, binoculars. Oh, these are wonderful. By the way, I spent $8. Not quite $8. I dropped that on the floor. My foot's going to find it. There's a graduation cap. Look at those little glasses. Aren't these the cutest? There's a anchor. Sandcastle. That anchor reminds me of AJ's son. There's a camera. Here's a couple of baby dies. That's what Emerson would call them, would be little baby dies. So I'll put these all, oh, look, a little hammer. Aren't those the cutest? A turtle. I'm not going to get them all out. Flip-flops. Wouldn't that be cute on a garden journal? So, that's what that is. And then, this is called Super Me. And it's supposed to teach empathy, helping others, and social skills. My friend Danny is a school counselor. So at a Catholic school. So if for some reason these aren't going to fit my style, I'll give them to her. I'm hoping that they will. Okay. Well, so far not. So far they just got their super mask on. What would you do? Okay. No idea how to play this game. This is the one I opened. Okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay. Here we've got kids eating lunch. Carrying groceries or something, walking a dog. I'm planning on, I hope, using these in my creative journaling for when I do something. You know, if Emerson and I go for a walk. The little girl needed help opening, but just, you know, when we, Danny and I eat at the pharmacy, if Emerson goes, she always takes her own lunch. Here's a snowstorm, a baby. So I can use these for that. See, watering my flowers, doing dishes. Like a superhero doing that. Carrying in my groceries. A rainy day. I guess he's going to wash the cat. I don't have a cat. Helping somebody with the cane. Taking out the trash. So I can use these. Oh, so the guy drops his cane, you draw the card, what would you do? And then you get that one where the little girl picks up the cane. So these are where there's a problem. Oh, okay, he wasn't washing the cat. He was taking the cat out of the bucket. You know, doing laundry. Somebody comes to my door. Ooh, falling off a rocking horse. That would be your hamster. I don't have a hamster. Doing dishes, groceries, rainy day. My flowers looked like that the other day. My plants inside the house. So those will work. Okay. I was working on my little Bridget box. That's what I call it now, Bridget. These, that's what made me think of it. I'm not going to put these in there right now, but I am going to write down who I've mentioned. I've mentioned Melissa, AJ, and Bridget. Bridget is Plan Her Creations. And then this is animals. And I don't know how much I'll use these. Slapjack. I'm not familiar with this game. But it's just a bear. These are wet, so I probably won't use that. That's a card game, Slapjack. Imagine you just do that with it. The puma, a leopard. But now I'll use all of these for tigers, just telling you. Slapjack, a parrot, a cow, a hippo. You know, some of these I'll probably put in with my prompt stuff. So when I do a prompt game and it wants me to, at tiger, I'm going to for sure leave out. There's the directions. Eagles. We see eagles around here all the time. A giraffe, a lion, zebra, baboon, flamingo. Isn't that beautiful? Key West. There's another tiger. There's a red panda. There's a yak I could use for a cow if I wanted to. You know, that's the nice thing about a creative journal. You can do with it what you want to. An antelope, an ostrich, a toucan, crocodile, lion, a cheetah, flamingo, monkey, crocodile. Where's the alligator? Red fox, slapjack. I can cut those up for letters. Puma, slapjack, a bear, a zebra, elephant, red panda, chimpanzee, and a giraffe. And I think what you do is you match the mamas with the babies. But I'm going to put these in the animal bag for my prompt games that I like to do. So I can go ahead and I can keep that there. And then I'll cut those out. Oh, very, very good. Awesome. I'm real excited about these charms and my non-stickers. These I can get a lot of good out of. And these I'm very excited about. So, I have that to do today. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you, find a spot, as I was cleaning closets, I found this bag I put aside of stamps I hadn't been using. Well, I need to go through them because I might use them now that I'm doing, hold your ears, a creative journal. Now, I won't use all of these, I know. But I might find some I'll use. Sharing the joy of your wonderful news. So the ones that I'm not going to use, I have DAR tomorrow, and if I make it, I'll drop these by. Jump rope, a heart. What's that? Messy work. I don't teach anymore. Never stop believing. Here's flowers, and that rainbow I can use this month. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. And it's not that I didn't use these. You can tell on the back of them that I did. I just have so many that I do use. Just for you. Bible verse. You know, the Bible verses I've got a bunch of. Here's your number one. Love. You know, sometimes you just have to thin out. this. I'm not real sure what that is. Friends. Never liked these. I never could get those to work very well. And some of these were given to me for Emerson. Oh, there's a sad face, angry face. I can use that emoji. Triangle. A thimble, I guess. This can go. This can go. That can go. That can go. Here is a helicopter. I've ridden in a helicopter. I was in a coma at the time, but I've been in a helicopter. Lips. A volcano. You know, someday I may see... I saw a volcano when I was a kid. Someday I may see another one. But, you know, I don't need to do that, holding on to it just in case. And I'm throwing these, that little smiley face with the frown. But I'm going to let it go because I don't have much luck with them stamping. Here's a seashell. Keep that one. A cat. Minnie Mouse. Ho, ho, ho. I've got plenty of Christmas. Party time. I've got a stamp already that says that. I don't need any more of the Christmas ones, I don't think. Oh, that little flower there's kind of cute. There's a lollipop. A heart, star, railroad crossing. Some of these I can't even tell you what they say. So I'm not saving too many, but I'm finding a few. Stampin' Up, I don't know what that even is. Party. Oh, bee stamp. Allison, I should send you that bee stamp for your bee journal because you need more stamps. Be stylish. Christmas ornament. Again, I don't like these rubbery ones. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. Oh, you can do it. Love. A wreath. Flip-flops. It's a little butterfly, a star, flower. And some of those I already have. So that's, you know, I've got a butterfly. Emerson got into my like gold and yellow stamps years ago and was trying to use these stamps, which they were hers, so it was fine. And I can't even read what that says on either side of it. So they have some yucky background. Be joyful, be cool. Friends forever. See, I don't know what that's to be. Lights or something? It's a flower. You're in my thoughts. Pippa. Party time. Emerson was looking for a stamp at the train. And I don't remember what one. She thought it was in this bag. And I couldn't remember where I put it. So but I may not wait for her to... There's a little ghost. I might keep it and see if I keep it. If I use it, I mean. What was this? See, I've already forgotten. Oh, the airplane. I might use that for travel. School rules. And a snowflower. So I kept out that little flower and the airplane, the emoji, the rainbow, the bees, the cat. And we have a lot of trouble with bees, so I need to remember to use that, and the seashell. So out of that big, I rescued, well, 8 of them. So, you know, it is what it is. But that's 8 more that I have now that I wasn't going to have. So there we go. I'm going to let you go. I dropped some washi down under my desk earlier, and I dropped a charm, and I'm going to pick those up. But then I'll probably be back and work in my journal. So you have an awesome day. I hope you're doing something that you want to do. And always remember, my friends, you have a purpose. Bye for now.